Welcome on back to Skippers. Today I have 3 prospects you need to stash for your fantasy baseball teams. They're 3 well-known prospects, so if you're in a dynasty league looking for deep players, this is not going to be the video for you, unfortunately. As always, this video is brought to you by FanDuel Canada. It has the best markets. Participate in Dinger Tuesday, and you can watch the games live in the app if you're betting on baseball and in Canada. Download FanDuel Canada and play today. Link is in the description. Let's get into these 3 prospects. First one is going to be Noelvi Marte, a third baseman for the Cincinnati Reds, 16% rostered on Yahoo. Last year in the big leagues, a .316 average with 3 home runs, 15 driven in, 6 stolen bases, and a weighted runs created plus of 120. He is starting his rehab assignment today as he comes back from his PED suspension, where he is serving 80 games. The closer he gets to returning from suspension, the higher his roster percentage will go, so make sure you get in on this pretty early. The Reds manager, David Bell, said that Marte will mostly be playing third base during his assignment, but he will also see reps at shortstop and second base. Marte is eligible to return from his suspension on June 27th. Marte has elite tools, and we got to see that at the major league level in 35 games last season. So in those games, like I said before, .316, he had a .456 slug, an .822 OPS, 3 homers, and 6 stolen bases. Marte was in the 91st percentile in sprint speed and would have been over the 80th percentile in average exit velocity. Marte, great tools, and still only 22 years old. He had a max exit velocity last year of 115.6 miles an hour, which was top 25 in the whole league. With Marte still being called a prospect, we don't have to worry about an organization that's going to manipulate his time or worry about when he is being called up because other people are blocking playing time. Marte is a must-add player, and he's going to be coming back again. What are we, 16 days away from him playing Major League games? He's going to hit at Great American Ballpark half his games. He's going to have decent lineup protection, and I think this is a must-add player. I'll be picking up Noelvi Marte. The next player, we're just going to keep doing this, I guess. James Wood, outfielder of the Nationals, 24% rostered in AAA this season, a .355 average, 9 home runs, 31 driven in, 10 stolen bases. His weighted runs created plus is 174. I'm still holding out hope that James Wood is making his way to DC very soon. Again, he is far too good to be playing in AAA right now. For the past 2 weeks, he's been dealing with a hamstring injury, and I think this is the only time that fans have a good ground to stand on when they're not clamoring for him to be called up to the big leagues. Strikeouts were the big thing for James Wood coming into this season. The only thing kind of holding him back. Everyone said the power was legit. Speed was there. And at the age of 21, he gets bumped up to AAA and has dropped his strikeout rate from last season by 15 percentage points. James Wood, top 5 in AAA with a 115.3 max exit velocity so far this season, and he is the top 90th percentile exit velo in AAA. And we talk about some of the swing and miss. He's running a respectable zone contact percentage of 86.3%. Wood is 5.5 years younger than the average age in AAA right now and is 74% better than the league average hitter. To show the good plate discipline, too, that he has developed and worked on, 35 walks to 37 strikeouts so far this season. There isn't much more for James Wood to show in AAA, and I think he should be up in DC anytime. I've been thinking this all season so far, but James Wood hopefully called up very soon. And lastly, for this video, we have Jason Dominguez, outfielder for the Yankees, 40% rostered. You're paying the Yankee tax on that one at 40%. A .258 average with 4 home runs, 7 driven in, 1 stolen base, and a weighted runs created plus of 162 in his 8 Major League Baseball games last season. The Martian has been tearing up the minors since he returned from his elbow injury. In his 19 games across 3 levels so far from his rehab stint, Dominguez, 6 home runs and 14 RBIs. Now his rehab stint is done. He was optioned back to AAA. But Jason Dominguez last season, while he was in the majors, had a barrel every other game he played in the big leagues. And I think he's just built for the bright lights, which is great when you are a Yankees player. Still only 21 years old, Dominguez is the next one up in the Bronx, and he's recovered in a great way. Although most of the Yankee outfield spots are taken up at this point, it's obvious he's the first player up when anything happens to one of their outfielders, as he's already on the 40-man. Dominguez is running a zone contact percentage of 91.7% right now, which is that of a good contact hitter, while running over a 30% damage per batted ball event. Again, I don't think Jason Dominguez has that much to prove in the minors. Even if his major league experience is less than 10 games, I think he's ready to be a major league player. Unfortunately, with the Yankees, we are just worried about his opportunity share. So if anyone goes down on the Yankees, you will have Jason Dominguez ready to go. Thank you everyone for watching. Let me know some other prospects you're looking for. I was in on like Zebby Matthews, some of those other pitching prospects that are AA guys that I think are possibly ready to make the jump. Maybe I'll have to go deeper into prospects next week. But thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later this week.